testimony, in my opinion, one of the most really interesting of Polish theater of cruelty in the late medieval and early Renaissance time is this so-called Dominican meditations. This is a very interesting document. As you can see, this is the anonymous passion written in Polish. It really accents and is focused on the carnal torments of Jesus, spiritual suffering of his Holy Mother, on 122 sheets of parchment, 170 full-page miniatures were painted by two different painters. And this is now the only one copy of this manuscript is in the library of the Discalced Carmelites in Krakow. And for this English book for Cambridge, I was negotiating for 2 months with these Carmelitan ladies to give me permission to print one of these images. And look how powerful are these images. And because we have similar images from Germany, we could say that this could originate in the real performative events. So during the Eastern time, the Polish people would really create something like theater of cruelty, which here is illustrated. And some of these illustrations are really very cruel. And again, this kind of theater of cruelty was revived and survived to Polish contemporary times. And again, as my favorite example, I will show you the modern production, another production by Grotowski, The Constant Prince. This time, this is 3 years later than Acropolis. Grotowski, who was the communist and who was experimenting with parodying Christian religion. Christianity for Grotowski was the bad religion. He was accusing this Christianity of senseless suffering, all that stuff. But something did change in him. And after parodying Christian liturgy, he decided to test, is it possible today not to be religious, but to confront the Jesus as this founder of Christianity? And he was asking this actor, Ryszard Cieślak, in 6-month rehearsals, they would meet alone, only they two, and he, Grotowski, was asking one question. Find me your Jesus. Who is Christ for you? Don't show me, just try to find. The whole rehearsal process was the discovery of this actor, performer, what it means to this person in the middle of the 60s, Christ. Who was this Jesus? If we approach this Jesus seriously. And of course, the whole point was to use this Calderon, old Renaissance play, which is very much Christian-like passion. The Constant Prince, the title character, is the martyred hero. He refuses to be exchanged by the city, and the Muslim people are just murdering him, torturing him, first with some mental tortures, they send him beautiful lady, and next they are just beating, killing, and he is dying. And so, in order to create this martyrdom, they both, Grotowski and Cieślak, created one of the most powerful theatrical images in the late 20th century. Cieślak, who is here confronting himself in his privacy and intimacy with the personality of Jesus, is actually creating this modern embodiment of the sufferings. His body is open to torments. He is beaten by the actors. He is self-flagellating himself. So this is, I call this sadomasochistic study in martyrdom. And at the end, when he was laying down on the altar, the only set stage in this theater, in this production, nobody again was clapping their hands. People in silence would leave. Another example of this tradition, also by the